Hello, good afternoon. It is the end of June as I'm filming this. Tomorrow is my surgery. This time tomorrow I will be unaware of what's going on in my body, and hopefully it will all be going well. I am definitely nervous, but glad that the end is near. The build-up, time off prior to has just been messing with me, but I feel good. I've got my home nice and tidy, so that way when we come back it's clean, and since I won't be able to help as much with stuff, I figured I would put in some work now. So I've vacuumed, I've got laundry going, my office is tidy. Yeah, now it's just a waiting game. I just wanted to hop on and say that, and we'll see when this picks back up. I have a feeling it's going to be a few weeks before I'm able to hit record again, but that is okay. I think just for me, I wanted a little before moment, to which hopefully the after will be painful but good. So yes, thank you. Welcome to this return vlog. I will see you on the other side. 3 weeks ago, I had my surgery and I'm on the mend. Every day is getting better and better. And for a while there, it felt just pretty similar. Time has just blurred. I don't even know what was the first week or the second week. And now that I'm entering the third, it is actually crazy because I didn't think that I would feel this okay at this point. I have never really had major surgery before, and I feel like going into this, I definitely didn't think that I would feel this okay at this point, and it's so nice to I still am sore. I don't like clothes touching my stomach because it feels uncomfortable. It's still awkward moving around, bending over, etc. But I'm not taking medicine anymore, and that feels good because I don't really take medicine ever regularly. So that was a weird thing to get used to. And I just feel like I'm in a whole new body now. And now that like the worst of the pain is over, I can start to see more clearly what is going on and how I feel about the whole experience. And so that is why I thought I would make a little day in the life while I do my little recovery thing here at home alone for a majority of the day. And I have definitely valued the morning time so much, which I'm already like a slow morning person. I would sit by the window for 3 hours minimum if I could do that every day. And I honestly might try and figure out how I can implement that into my actual daily routine when I get back to working, because it gives me so much life and it's such like a simple thing. But lately I've just been waking up, doing my normal like making bed, getting dressed things, and making my yogurt and my matcha and opening all the windows in the house, or the blinds, definitely not the windows because it is 6 million degrees outside. But sitting in my room, looking out the window like I am right now, it's just so lovely. There's just so much life going on, and I love the like morning energy, the birds like doing their thing, people taking their walks, the sun like slowly rising and just making everything look so magical. It feels like I'm in a storybook all of the time in the morning, and I just want to live in that energy because I feel like it gives me so much creative energy specifically to like go about my day, and puts me in such a great headspace, and I want to prioritize that moving forward. And so that is definitely one of like the biggest takeaways of this whole process. But I've never really had to recover from something in this way, shape, or form before. And so I find myself sometimes, if I like am lying down, or like even just when I wake up, I can forget that like any of this even happened and want to just like roll out of bed like I normally would, but I cannot. And it's in those like little like seconds of realization where I'm like, oh yeah, like my reality right now is very different from what it was 3 weeks ago, and it will only continue to be very different from what it was 3 weeks ago. And I just have a new body, and I'm starting to feel more like alive and energized. I'm trying to like go on walks more and just move around the house more versus like sitting down for a majority of the day, which is kind of what I had been forced to do, which isn't bad. It is part of the healing process. I need to rest and literally recover from what my body is like has been through, is currently going through, and trying to resolve, which, wow, the love I have for my body now, unmatched. I think I've always struggled with body image, all the things, but like I may not fully feel comfortable in like my skin, but I know that I love my body so much for what it's done to get me here, and that feels so good. And I think I just realized how much I was not thanking my body for what it's done to get me here, and I just want to do more of that. And so I've kind of just tried to make it a daily little thank you bod for healing and doing what you need to do so that I can do what I want to do. And that has just been so fruitful for me, and like a good headspace to sit in, and a great place for me to start like getting back to normal life, because I am trying to care for my body more and feed it more what it needs to, move it more, because now I'm hoping once I get my blood checked that I will be back on track of like having a normal amount of blood in my body, so that I can therefore move it more and care for it in a good way. Because being anemic, yes, that meant that like my iron was really low and I just didn't have any energy, but like the brain fog and the weight of my head made me think differently, and the low energy made me think and feel differently. And so now I feel like I can think more clearly, and I want to like utilize that in a good way. And it's not every day that you take like 2 months off, and so I'm not trying to turn this into like something, which is something that I struggled with at the start. Like, what do I want to make sure I get out of this? And I had a friend tell me that like your healing is your healing, like it's yours, so let it be what it needs to be. Like, don't try and put it in a box. Like, it's just gonna do what it's gonna do, and you just have to like kind of take your hands off and sit back and let it happen. Which, for someone who likes to be in control, this was very humbling, because I don't have control with how quickly or how slowly my body wants to get right. I just have to let that happen. And I think I've just learned a lot about myself in the past few weeks, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm glad that I feel like it just like has been whatever it needed to be. It's definitely been hard and not easy in a lot of times, and it's not just like I'm enjoying time alone. The struggle of like wanting to help or wanting to get things done, or just wanting to not feel like I'm not doing anything and feel bad about that. It's really hard to just do nothing and not feel bad about it for me. And so I think it's taken till this point for me to be okay spending 2-3 hours just sitting in my bedroom, staring out the window, reading, writing, and then like moving into the living room to kind of do the same thing for the rest of the day and have such a like, it feels like this is what I imagine like retirement to be like, because I'm just like having my little breakfast, the same one every day, and then like going for a walk around the same time every day, and just yeah, the mundaneness of it all has been refreshing, and I find so much beauty and joy and life in that I just want to sit in that feeling, and it's been nice to do so now that I'm feeling a little clearer and can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, I think today will just be a little refreshing break from it all. And once I finish my morning chill time, we'll see what I get into, you know? Just taking it hour by hour, to be honest, which I know this isn't like grief, but I kind of feel like that's how grief works. It comes in waves, and you just got to take every moment by every moment and not try and box yourself into feeling a certain way. And so I'm trying to release whatever my healing from the box that I was trying to put it into and just let it be what it is and go with the flow of the day. And I feel like today's the first day that I felt inspired to make something. So here's what a day in recovery looks like. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone's comments and kind words and messages over the past few weeks after my last video. I hope that you all are well, staying cool in whatever environment you are in, and yeah, giving yourself a break, because we need that every now and then, even if it's just a few minutes to sit in silence. My goodness, can that change everything? That I should not bend over like this. Please hold. Oof. Hello. That was the longest walk I've taken thus far. I'm literally drenched in sweat, so I'm going to go shower, but it felt so good to be in the sun and be around all of the pretty things that my neighborhood has to offer. There's just so many trees and flowers, and again, A walk for me is very similar to how much I love the morning time, and that was rejuvenating, and I feel like I just sweat everything out, all of my worries and cares. So I'm going to shower and then honestly probably make lunch. I think I was out there for like an hour, which is partially due because my pace is not as quick as it once used to be, but we will get there. So yeah, having a great day thus far, and it's only like 11:30. We love that. Time to get clean. See if I can get up. I should have worked out my arms a lot more before doing this. Okay, but I need a moment for my now deemed recovery cart. It is so cute. It makes me feel like I have a little robot. I just move it from room to room with me, and it holds all of my recovery essentials. Okay, please ignore any leave-in conditioner that's in my hair, but this cart spoke to me at IKEA the other day. My husband and I will often go there, which like maybe it's silly, maybe it's not, just to walk around and like look in the as-if section. Since it's so hot, it's kind of nice to just like get some steps in but not be outside, and it's also fun to like, I love their pretzels, and just get a little treat and peruse. And normally we like don't end up getting anything or finding anything in the as-is section, but this cart was on sale and I wanted it more so for like my office and like holding pots and stuff, but we deemed it my recovery cart for now because my husband like jokingly said it, and then he filled it with like the stuff that I've been carrying around from room to room, and it works out perfect. So I just glide it into the bedroom when I'm going to the bedroom, because it has like my basket full of like meds and like napkins, my water, my little crossword book, my compression wrap when I need it, and it's been life-giving. I feel alive because of it, and I can't wait to actually use it to like hold stuff. I thought about taking it to markets, but I think I may just want it in my office and like keep it looking nice, because I feel like with markets, the more that I do them, the more things just get worn down, and I want it to stay nice. And it's so pretty and like matches my vibe, and I'm so cool with that. And honestly, today, my friends are doing a little radio takeover on a local station, so I'm listening to that right now, and I have been trying to like set myself up for success essentially now that my brain can like get there. Just the past couple of days I have spent organizing like my Notion and my Asana, which I don't use both all of the time, but when I am in heavy making mode, those are the tools that are like easiest for me to use. Sorry, please hold, want to listen to the buds.
Cuckoo by Stephen Wilson Jr. And then of course Call Me Out by Paul Simon, one of the greatest backwards bass lines in history.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the bass line Sola is actually backwards.
Okay, sorry. It's just so sweet to hear people you know on the radio. How fun. And they're also just playing really great songs. But I was updating like my Notion and my Asana, which are the two tools that I kind of use to just keep myself organized. And I use them both like kind of in a scattered way, so I just figured now would be a great time to organize it and like make proper pages. Like now on my Notion, I actually have like a home page where all of the things that I normally click on in more complicated ways are right there. I even started like a little journal section because I use the Apple like journal app, but I just like this because I can like design the whole thing, and it is more aesthetically enjoyable for me. And that has been fun. And I just added like a little budget list, and I still have like my same pages with like all of my firings, my pricing, all the events I've done this year. And then Asana I typically use for actual like, here's what I need to do today. And I made a little widget for both of them. So now I can see, well, I don't really have any daily tasks because what am I doing today? Nothing. But I am still going on my quarterly goals. So for Q3, my priorities that I set for the rest of it, since July is kind of eaten up and most of August will probably be too, is to just focus on my shops that I'm selling in. The coffee shop that I put my stuff in like a month before surgery, it has been going so well, so I'm definitely prioritizing that. And I'm so glad I did that before this, because it's been nice to like have money coming in more regularly, whereas the other two shops that I have my stuff in, those get paid monthly. But this coffee shop made it to where I could just not have it go through them, but I just have QR codes for all the pieces, and people just scan them at the counter, they bag them up, and they just pay from like a Square link online. And it's been so nice. So I'm definitely making that like a top priority. And really just all of my ways of in-person selling are the biggest priority for the year, or for the rest of the year. And then going to at least have a small batch of things online that I can hopefully update before like the holidays. But I feel like I do really well selling in person, and I had such a like good holiday season last year, so I just want to like prepare for that. Oh, and I got like a crazy request to sell my stuff at the airport. So that's cool. I don't think I'll know for sure if the company who does it, which I guess they're just like a really large company, it's like a French word that I can't think of right now, but they're a very big company, and this is what they do, is they just like take over airport retail and put in stores. And so they want a local section in one of the shops, and they want me to be in that local section, which is so cool. So that's one thing that I'm prepping for. The air is about to come on. Sorry for the hum in the background. So I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to need to make stock-wise, and I know that that is going to be overwhelming, but I think having like organized myself digitally in a way that feels good to me and also feels like it will actually help me like know what I need to focus on and when. So I'm going to keep listening to my friends on the radio. Honestly, probably make some boba here in a minute and then start editing this and chill for the rest of the day. Basically, this vlog is just me in my kitchen because recovery just feels like snacking and resting. So, for the afternoon treat, my latest addiction. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's really good with a lime LaCroix. And that's that. It's so easy to make as well. Good morning is the next day. I just ended the night watching TV with my husband and eating dinner and honestly chilling just before bed. But I did get a little package from Munbyn. They make Bluetooth like thermal printers, which I have one of theirs. I bought it at the beginning of this year. I talked about it, I feel like, a lot in my last video because it's like, it was just the like perfect business upgrade that I needed to make my whole shipping process so much easier. But they reached out to me and asked if I would want to join their affiliate program and also send me a couple of samples to try. So that's cool. So I've got a link in my description now if you want to Munbyn stuff. I got like transparent gold, like metallic paper because I really want to make candles again this holiday season. And I thought these would be cool to put on the boxes, which I'm planning to get for them, but it's just like sparkly gold. Thought it would look cute on like a cream or craft paper box. And I'm pretty sure I got just, those are round and I think these are just square. But these ones are like more iridescent. Oh my god, I love it. So that will be fun to mess around with. And they're just rectangular. I'm not really good at the whole unboxing thing. Oh, that color is so fun. But yeah, I figured I would use them for a mixture of things, but definitely for my candles. And these I thought would make for good fragile stickers when I'm shipping and or labels on my pieces, like price tags almost. Could be cool. But yeah, it's so fun. Kaleidoscope of color. I'm so excited. So I might mess around with that today just to see how it looks and works. I've only used the labels, not like a roll before, so I'll figure out a system for that. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me for the day. I don't do much, and that's exactly what I should be doing right now, just so I can finish healing and get back to work and be in a good mindset in order to finish the year out strong. But I will probably be back in a few weeks when I start back up again doing all the pottery things. And I hope this was as chill for you as it was for me, and I will see you next time. Bye.